Hi, everyone. So I'm really sorry to do this and be out today, but I just have to be out today for because I'm at home taking care of my son. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you this graphing practice and not only give you an answer key, but kind of work our way through each problem in case if you needed that much support, and that's okay, guys. This is confusing. I know. I understand your frustration. I understand your worry, but I want you to know that I really try my best to not lose anybody and leave anybody behind. So, we're going to continue to practice. And when I get back, we're going to continue to practice then too. Okay. So, first example, problem number one, y equals 4 over x minus 3. Okay. Now, y intercepts all have 0 for x's and then some number for y. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 0 and put it in to x. So 4 over 0 minus 3 is negative 3. My y-intercept is about negative 1.33. I just turned it to a decimal. Okay. Now, my x-intercept is slightly different. It's talking about the top. How can I make that top equal to 0? Well, if I set it equal to 0, 4 equals 0 never makes sense. So I have no asymptote. No x-intercept. Now that's going to make sense here because my horizontal asymptote, if I look at the degree is 0, the degree is 1. So the top is less than the bottom, means y equals 0 is our asymptote. Now that makes sense because our squiggly line in the middle, if it can't touch that, I can't have a point sitting on it. So that's why that x-intercept would make sense. My vertical asymptote, now I'm going to get rid of this clutter here so we can read a little bit better. My vertical asymptote is what breaks the bottom. Now, what number would go into the bottom that would break it? Positive 3. So x equals positive 3 is my asymptote. And since I didn't have anything to cancel out and cross out, I have no holes. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that info in the table and I'm going to scroll down so that way we can kind of graph. So let me just quickly scroll down. Now, I want to save that table, that info here. Okay. Now, so here's the deal. I'm gonna put my asymptotes in a different color first to make them stand out. So my y asymptote, my horizontal, is y equals 0, and so I had that there, and my asymptote for vertical was x equals 3. So 1, 2, 3, and I have it up here. All right. Now, since I use those two, I'm gonna just erase them so I don't have to look at them anymore. Okay. I had no holes, so I don't have to worry about that. I calculated my y-intercept, but I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so I'm going to use a different color to do my points. This y-intercept is at 0 and down 1 1/3, so somewhere down in here. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, now you have to have a left side and a right side. And so this number where this green line is at 3, so I'm going to pick numbers to the left of 3. So let's say I'm going to do 0. No, I have 0, sorry. I'll just pick, let's call it -1 and 2. Sure. So 4 over -1 minus 3 is 4 over -4, which comes out to be -1. So if I go to, I chose the number -1, and I got -4 as an answer. So uh, -1. Oh, sorry. Doing this division comes out to be -1. So I go to -1 and down 1, and it's going to be slightly above that dot. Now I have enough to connect my dots, approach the line, but never ever touch and get really close. So that's the left side. So now let me erase this. And I'm going to pick numbers to the right of +3. So let's pick 4 and let's pick 6, just to spread them out a little bit. 4 over 4 minus 3 gives me 4 over 1, which gives me 4. So I go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's my first dot. And so 4 over 6 minus 3 is 4 over 3, which is 1.3. So I go to 6, so 5, 6, up 1 and a little bit. I connect my dots, and now they get really, really close to the asymptotes, but they never ever touch. Okay. So there's first example. Pick some numbers to the left, pick some numbers to the right.